Goldylocks Productions broadcasts universal cosmic frequencies that unlock, awaken, and expand the consciousness of our worldwide viewers and listeners.
Enjoy this presentation of the Jimmy Mack Healing Show.
Renowned medical, intuitive, and spiritual life coach. Visit www.jimmymackhealing.com.
Strap yourself in, because we're set up, switched on, and ready to go.
Hey everybody, Jimmy Mack coming to you live with another show. Thanks for being here today. We appreciate you joining us. We're here every Tuesday, 4 p.m. Eastern, for the most part, 9 out of 10 anyway. So sign up for our weekly e-newsletter and you'll get the whole schedule and know exactly what's going on. You can go to jimmymackhealing.com. All you do is put in your name and your email address. So there you go. She's so on it. I love it. And there's the website and everything. So click on that. Go wild. Also, if you don't get in today for any reason, you can always join my brother from another mother tonight, 8 p.m., Jeremy Ryden's show. So look for that tonight at 8 p.m. if you don't happen to get in a message today or a healing or whatever you need. Also, I'll be on Patty Malek's show, and that's the Soul show this Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern. So you can Google Patty Malek Soul Talk. You'll find it, and you can sign up for that as well. Again, all free. You don't have to buy anything. It's all good. So this is part of service and what we do and giving back. So thanks, everybody, for being here. We'll get underway shortly. First Tuesday of the month. That can only mean that Reverend Joanne Psychic Leo is with us. How are you today?
I'm good, Jimmy.
Good.
How are you?
I love it. Doing great, honey. Thank you so much. You know, you might want to speak to, for folks, just for even a moment. Gosh, they told me Pluto came out of retrograde or something. We've had a full moon last week. We got a full moon train wreck at on Halloween. I mean, what is going on? I mean, what have you figured out's going on energetic wise? You know,
Well,
people are hammering me, of course. You know, I'm sad, I'm this, I'm whatever.
the most thing I can tell people is non-resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think a lot of people resist, you know, so a lot of changes coming up, and the energy really is focusing on, first of all, I think Mars is going into retrograde as well.
Right.
So Mars is the warrior, and so if there's any unfinished business or a situation that involves, you know, communication, I encourage people to try to mend the fences if you can.
Sure.
And I tell them, you know, to use I statements rather than you, because you gets a fight. And if you just say, you know, geez, when that happened, I was really disappointed. We had a misunderstanding, or I'm sorry, I think I misspoke, or there was a misinterpretation. I hope we can get on the right page. You know, it's the I statements that people really need to practice
Sure.
more than anything. I think with this harvest moon is going to be, the whole thing about what's going on with the planets right now is, I think, what's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's evil, and for us to get back to being human. Okay, I think this is all about humanity. What kind of human are you? You know, we can all be critics, you know, but that's not healthy. Okay.
Got it.
So I would definitely look for what can I do to learn, grow, and change. And definitely not be critical. I think that's a big lesson for 2020 is that fear, because of the unknown, and my lifetime I've never experienced anything like this, and I'm sure other people haven't either. But the most important thing is don't lose your faith. Don't get into fear, because fear is the opposite of faith. And I know we're all good people. I know that we've all pulled together before. I think that this is a perfect time for people to question what's right and what's wrong.
Okay. Well pointed out. I just didn't know because there's so much going on, astrologically, what was happening. And like you said, the moons and all that. But even in retrogrades, I mean, it seems like it'd be okay to finalize something. I just wouldn't be starting all kinds of things,
Right.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I think the thing with Mars is going to be the most interesting because I think people are going to be questioned on temperament. I think a lot of people are going to be faced with what's right and what's wrong. Like a lot of this violence and stuff that's going on is, I think, becoming more and more unacceptable. And remember, Mars is, the war planet. So. Um, Not that we're going to go to war, so I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea here. This is more about humanity. And this 2020 is all about human consciousness. How kind are you? How understanding are you? How reciprocal are you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's been a train wreck of a year, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So, awesome. Well, we'll grab some callers or some writer-inners, I should say.
Yeah.
And we'll get underway. Anne Marie is first. All right, Anne Marie, hello. Thank you for the service. Do you ever see my family, including grandchildren, and me moving to the North Carolina mountains? Her birth date, I guess, is January 9th. Wow.
I definitely think that there's been a lot of back and forth on this decision. Because what I get here is like everybody's kind of jonesing for a change here, Anne Marie. I think 2021, but if that vibrates for you, Jimmy usually double checks.
Yeah, 2021 is a lot better. I got a lot of clients in North Carolina, and that's no fun either. There are 8 kinds of lockdown and masking, and so wherever you are, Anne Marie, it's not like you're going to move to the cornucopia of North Carolina right now. It's just not the case.
Right. And the fact is that it's going to be, I would suggest her waiting till mid to late 2021 is what I get here, Jim.
Yeah, it tests really late, August, September, October, November, December. It's almost December of next year. So
yeah.
As for the grandchildren, we'll see. I mean, it tests strong, high probability. So you don't test for a boy, you test for a girl grandchild first, just so you know. So we'll see. But that's a plateful there, Anne Marie. That's pretty funny. So good for you. All right, we're going to move on. Janelle is next. Hi, Janelle. Hi, Jimmy and Joanne. Is there anything that can be done to get the lawsuit from my ex done quicker? Please. Thank you so much. Wow.
Okay. So what's her birthday?
Let's see what Janelle's, what's your date of birth, Janelle? You can write that back in and she can look it up for you. Gosh, anything we can do to get done to make the lawsuit go quicker? Yeah, I'll tell you what I would suggest, and I've been doing this a very long time. Any deal you can reach at the kitchen table is better off than dealing with all the lawyers. That's what my mother used to call them, the lawyers. And Joanne knows one of my best friends is a litigator, and he's a handful. So anything you can do, my accountant friend always said, if you come to the courthouse looking for justice, you're in the wrong place. So anything you can do to do some sort of deal with him, whatever, meet him halfway, that would probably be great for whoever it might be. August 21 is her date of birth, Joanne. August 21, 1974.
Well, that's my birthday too, Jim.
I love it. So there you go, Janelle. You're in good company.
So let's see, 4, 11, 2. And the question was, the
lawsuit.
Right?
Yeah, anything we can do to get the lawsuit from her ex going faster.
Well, I think she's in a real good cycle. That it started in October, November, December. Mm-hmm. I also get, Jim, that there needs to be a balance here. So I would mediate or come to an understanding. And it's funny because while we were waiting for her birthday, I got the B card. And it's really kind of cool because the B, works with, in groups, okay? But it says you're a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch. Be open to receiving sweetness. And there's the abundance. This is an abundance card, really, when you think about it. Think with
Love
honey.
it. Love it.
So I think that it's good. Put any resistance. Remember, I talked about resistance in the beginning of the show. And I've been working a lot with a lot of my clients on this law of resistance. Because if you think it, say it, you've created it, and boom, you're going to get the boomerang of everything that you're resisting right back in your face. So I truly believe that you need to try to make a list of what's acceptable and try to be flexible. Not that you give away the store or whatever, what's fair. I think that's the most important thing that you need to communicate. What is fair? What is fair for the people involved?
You have a really good high probability, Janelle, of finalizing that about the second week in December. Well, I'll even tell you the day. Here we go, 8, 9, 10, 11. So look for December 11th, somewhere around that. You'll get good news, or he might settle, or the whole thing gets resolved on that date. Or on that date, you get a note that says, hey, this is all going to resolve on January 11th, something like that. So there you go. We're glad you wrote in, Janelle. Melissa Parks is next. I recognize that name. Hi, Melissa. March 30th, Joanne, 1971. This is the right one, she said. So she doesn't have a question per se, so I'll let you handle it there, Joanne.
Oh, okay, great. Well, this has been an exciting year for you, Melissa, because you've just come out of a year and a half of up, down, in and out, and really kind of reforming and retooling yourself. When we go through that 18-month cycle, it's kind of really what no longer serves, what serves us, heart, mind, and soul. And also, too, it's people, places, and things. Jimmy's heard me say that before.
Mm-hmm.
We all go through it. It's kind of like our soul needs to be cleansed of toxic things or toxic situations or unhealthy unhealthy people, places, or things. And so now you've got a brand new clear sailing. And I think you were feeling the effects of it. July, August, and September, you were in a real good power cycle. And October, November, and December, it's changes. And so I definitely say get excited about that, because I really feel that it's got to do with communication, and clear communication is what Spirit tells me. So mean what you say what you mean.
Really strong hits right around Christmas week too there, Melissa. You'll get some better news on everything you're working on or trying to do right around the week of Christmas, out of the blue, maybe in the mail, phone call, text, email, whatever. Mm-hmm. It'll be weird but good. So there you go. Anna is next. Hi, Anna. All right. Hello, lovely souls. I love that. My birthday is November 8th, 1959. Is that Sag or Scorpio?
That's a Scorpio, I believe.
That's what I thought. Any message for me about finances improving soon? Thank you so much.
Okay, so we're in a 4 universal year, which I think, I want to just expand on that just a smidge for everybody out there. With a 4 universal year, and I've done the United States chart, I've also done the president's chart. But here's the thing that I think is real interesting about the 4. It really kind of stirs things up in order to get rebalanced and build a strong foundation. So things have to go haywire maybe, or go through changes. I think as humans, we need to, good for me, not good for me, healthy for me, not healthy for me. As far as Anne goes, this is a year of changes. And what was her question, Jim?
She's just asking for general reading about finances.
Okay.
Finances improving. This is October, November, again, December. Test strong for you. About the second week in December, test super strong for you. Scorpios generally are pretty good with money anyway, especially as they age, I think. So.
Well, I got, it's definitely the second week.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely the second week. But, I brought my handy dandy St. Michael pendulum. So
there you go.
it
Can always
isn't it.
test that
That's
too.
yeah, that's a beauty.
There
So
you go.
I
Same
got the
for everyone.
second week. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, good. There you go, Anna. Keep us posted. Let us know how it goes. Kimberly is next. Hi, Kimberly. All right. She is April 10th of 1971. That's 4/10/71.
Okay.
Told to move by my angels any certain area in town I should. I start looking. Carbondale, Illinois is her hometown.
Okay.
I'd like to know, Kimberly, what are my choices on that? So if you want to write back in, if you tell me Chicago or Peoria or whatever, that can tell you what best the strongest for you. Open-ended, it's kind of whatever. What do you get for her moving and whatnot on April 10th?
I'm telling her that she should not make any decisions till June of next year.
June of next year. Oh my God, Kimberly, write that down. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So no movies right now. Okay.
Well, yeah, she's going through that 18-month cycle, and I get that you want to move, but you've got to, and it's like Jimmy said too, you got to give us, where is it? Is it West, Midwest, East, South, or whatever?
And Chicago, then whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
To be infinite, we'll give you infinite information that probably won't be any good.
Right. It's not like we do a pin to the tail on the donkey.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, for what it's worth, Carbondale tests weak for you, so you definitely are going to be somewhere other than Carbondale, Illinois. I can tell you that. So let us know. Right back in. Give us some town choices. Joanne's all about not making the move maybe until summer of next year. It tests good about summer of next year, June, July. I get August even, so even further out. Jeez Louise.
Well, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, there you go. So summer to next summer. Let's let things shake out, Kimberly. Thank you very much. Rebecca is next. All right, Rebecca, the power to be first. Hello, Joanne and Jimmy. Thank you for your support. What guidance do you have for me, Joanne? Thanks. It's Rebecca. She's on September 20th of 1964. That's 09/20.
Okay. Well, she's going into a pinnacle, and I love when I do their numbers because when you're in a one pinnacle, which she is, it's kind of like setting your goals, and it's almost like targeting the things that you want to accomplish, whether it's finances, whether it's goal setting, but it's all about responsibility this year, family, and guess what? We all been tested in relationships and family during this 2020 debacle. But I get it from a numerology standpoint because of the 4 years that it's restructure. And so the restructure is not complete yet. And it's probably not going to be complete where we're going to start seeing some sort of semblance till March of next year. But as far as Rebecca goes, this is a great time for you to execute your plans, your goals. It's a very powerful pinnacle time for a new beginning or to retool something that you've been working on or that you want to accomplish. I think the most important thing is that you don't get impatient and you also are fair to yourself. You first.
I like that. Yeah, and as we age, especially Joanne, I'm all about self-care, So don't hesitate, to go to get a massage, go to the chiropractor, do a bubble bath, go for a walk by yourself, whatever you got to do. So be all about that as we age. I've told my sons who are in their 30s, you'll be shocked. Don't wait till you get there to realize how right I was, right? So
yeah.
But take care of yourself, do things that work for you and that make you happy and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Melissa is next. Hi, Melissa. Hi, lovely souls. My birthday is 3/13/1970. And so that's March 13th. Any messages for me regarding my love life? Will I be on my own soon or stay married? Yikes. You test
Whoa.
strong for staying married.
Whoa.
But again, that's a positionality and an opinion. So for what it's
Well,
worth.
I'll tell you something. There, what's her first name again?
Melissa Bryant on March
Oh,
13th, 1970.
Alyssa or Melissa?
Melissa with an M. Yes.
Okay. It's real interesting looking at this and tapping into her soul. I think that April, May, and June there was some discussions about I want out of here, or somebody wants to end the situation. I think you really need to do some weighing out here, Alyssa. Jimmy and I can come up with, that you're going or you're going to stay or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I would encourage you to do your pros and cons on your relationship. I'm married 52 years, so I have what we call history. I think people walk out the door too easy, or that there's a situation or whatever. I like to do heart-to-heart talks where you're at the table and nobody's doing you. Talk about how I feel or what the relationship is on my I terms. But I do feel like October, November, and December, you're weighing out your path here. I'm going to say something, and I don't know if Jimmy's going to agree with me, but I'm not a big believer in soulmates, because I think people get discombobbled.
I'm gonna go worse than that. My mentor and friend, he used to say, you got a shot at a soulmate in every city of every county of every state of every, province, the whole wide world. So
here's what I've learned in my studies is that we're all soul connections. Some are blessings and some are lessons. Period. End of story. So people can get all discombobulated. Well, I found out this isn't my soulmate or whatever. Well, what are the pros and the cons? What are the things you deserve? What are the things that are important in a relationship? And that's 3 things: trust, respect, and communication. And I encourage you to have a heart-to-heart talk to see if you can resolve some of these issues before you clearly book out the door. Now, if there's abuse, I'm the first one to say that's very unhealthy. So I think sometimes, Alyssa, you can get very emotional and overreact. And I would encourage you to do your pros and cons on a piece of paper, honey. Draw a line down the middle, do your pros on one side, cons on the other, so that you're not being impulsive. That's my advice to you, sweetie.
Yeah, this may be a whole nother ball game come January. So we'll see. We'll see. I tell everybody my 3-year marriage was the best 3 months of my life. So Joanne knows what I'm saying. That's my joke. 3 years. We had 3 great months. That was about it. But we have 2 awesome sons, and they married their high school sweethearts, and we have grandchildren, and she's awesome. We get along great now. And so, we were better off just having these babies, and that was about it. So a lot of times that happens too. So you never know, and those that can run it for 100 years and die in each other's arms, God, I'm envious. If anything, that's awesome. So there you go. All right. Linnell is next. Hey, Linnell, August 9th, 1966. Wondering if I should push for a move in or before November.
4/8. Let's see. 3.
Yeah. August 9, 1966. Push for a move in or before November. Test really strong being before November, but again, if you play safe,
well, she's got October, November, and December because there's something here to weigh out here. There's decisions to be made, but I definitely feel like you're definitely going to make a major change.
Sure.
Let me see here. Is it October? No. November. I got November. And it tests strong, Jimmy. I don't know what you get, but I got November.
I get that. Even before then is fine. So it's up to you. And again, if you can write us and let us know, what your choices are, Flagstaff, Arizona, New Mexico, whatever, we can be more accurate with that and help you out as well.
But she's definitely in a decision pinnacle, weighing things out. It's like the big scale. you know.
Yes. Yes. All righty.
I think to explain
Joe?
to me.
Yeah, Joe is next. So
Okay.
all right. He's May 23rd, 1959. That would be, what is that? The 5th month, 23rd, 1959.
Right.
Hoping for your wisdom in general all over, Joe Murphy. Give him something all over, Joanne. All over the
All over. Well, you can't live in the past, Joe, because you got the J like I got, which makes us very strong, makes us survivors. But we can go through a lot of emotional or up and down situations in our life, and you can't keep it stuck into that little hook of the J. I do know that you're probably very responsible, family oriented. You can be a little bit impulsive. You got a charisma kind of personality, but there's definitely there's some emotional thing or something on a sensitive nature. October, November, and December. So I don't know if that's something that you need to work on or something that you're going to deal with, but I do feel that. And I also feel like when you were going through the summertime, it was really kind of like an uneasiness or unsurety of some situation. But I do feel that by the time 2021 comes and we hit that January, you're going to be in a much smoother road. Not to say that, you've had a total rocky road, no, because I think you're pretty strong. But I guess the biggest thing I want to say from a soul level, because my gift is a download from heaven, because your name is how you're registered in heaven and your birthday. So I definitely think that there's some emotional things or some loose ends that you might have to tie up October, November, and December.
That's Donna with one N, and she's written in under Joe Murphy, just so you know. Hey, Donna, it'd be really helpful if you start out like that and let us know. That's too funny because all they knew about it was Joe writing in. Nancy is next. Hey, Nancy. Let's see. All right. That must be your phone, Joanne. Gosh, it's vibrating.
My
Maybe
phone's
that's
not.
our producer's phone. Nancy Gary, will I move to Raleigh or Charlotte in North Carolina this year? She's September 30th, 1974. I get Charlotte. We'll see what Joanne comes up with. September 30th. So God help all these people in North Carolina. Everybody's wanting to move there, but it's not Raleigh, it's Charlotte.
Right. I got Charlotte too.
Yeah, I don't even get that it's this year, by the way. It may be January, February. It might be in the spring.
Let me see here.
It's looking a whole lot better in the spring than anywhere else. So.
Well, I definitely think there's changes coming up October, November, and December. A lot of people are trying to escape to North Carolina, but there are definitely issues there, Jim. I can agree with you.
Yeah, 100%. I got clients all over North Carolina.
Me too. Me too. And it's not easy.
Okay.
But anyway, I definitely think that it's an emotional thing. I don't know if she's got family there. I think like there's something that's pulling her to go to North Carolina.
Yeah. There you go. Well, it's Charlotte for what it's worth, Nancy. So keep that in mind. I'd look hard at Charlotte. And again, once you look at that, if you have Maple Lane or Pine Street, whatever, let us know that too. If you come up with 3 little things, I can certainly tell you what's going to work for you. So, all right. Maybe it's at your place, Joanne. Maybe there's a phone there or something's vibrating, but
no, I got nothing vibrating.
All right.
Nothing.
Well, it's kind of like when I use Skype. I call it sport. I hear choo-choo trains and submarines, and it's always energy of everything.
I'm clear as a bell, but you get fuzzy. It's like you're going fuzzy in and out.
Okay. Well, here we go. Linda's next.
Okay.
All right. Any messages? She's on 12/04 of 1950, so December 4th. Any message concerning my partner leaving me I need to be aware of. Wow.
Whoa.
Well,
Okay.
that test week too. So, again, I'll let Joanne explain to you about communication, and
Right.
I wouldn't
Well,
wouldn't want to be worried about them leaving you as much as I'd know whether they're leaving you or not leaving you. So,
yeah, it would be helpful to have his birthday too. But what I really feel here is there is definitely some issues in a relationship, October, November, and December. It gets down to the three things that I absolutely hammer with my clients. And especially I have a lot of healthcare workers and medical people. The thing is, are you being true to yourself, and do you have trust? Do you respect is a two-way street? Do you respect yourself? Do you respect the other person? And communication. Now, I cannot help people when respect is gone. There's no repair. Okay. But if you're not communicating properly, and it sounds like you're not, Linda. Okay. It sounds like you're guessing. You don't know where he's coming from. So if he's a poor communicator, it's important that you say, and you stick to the I statements. I have a feeling here that something's not right. Is there something that's bothering you?
She wrote, he just leaves for the winter, then comes home again, not divorced. Well, it tests strong. He's going to leave for the winter and come home again. She put no respect, no trust. Well, that's true.
Okay, well then, you know what the deal is, Linda? I hate to tell you.
It's definitely no trust.
Okay, but you know what she has here? She has a man baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you don't have a man, honey. You have a man baby. So he comes home to mama back and forth. No, that would be a no for me. If there's no trust and respect, there's no repairing it, honey.
Yeah, and I don't know what he does for the winter, but short of mining for gold on Bering Sea Gold, he better bring home a bunch of sacks of money or something. I don't know. So we watch that show all the time, Bering Sea Gold. Isn't that funny?
Yes.
All right, there we go. Let's see who's next here. Nancy Gary, no family there. Mr. Jimmy told me I tested strong for North Carolina. Yep, you do. Then my current state of Louisiana. Louisiana tests weak. North Carolina tests really strong for you, Nancy. So, yeah, definitely. So like I said, when you get down closer to figuring out addresses, you can always write them back in. People email me every day. I don't mind answering that for free and at least letting you know.
Right.
info@jimmymackhealing.com and go from there.
Right.
Gosh, we could do, and there's Joanne's website. I love it. psychicjoanneleo.com. You guys want to get on that, book a reading with her. I've known her since forever. What do we call it? Since Moses wore short pants. That's how long I've known Joanne. So there you go.
Well, as long
look her up and schedule some time, schedule a reading. You're going to go a lot deeper than we are today. We're cursory hitting it today, of course, and with your date of birth and what you got going on, she could really help you. So keep that in mind. Love it. Yeah. Anything else come up, Joanne, when you think of all that? A lot of relationship stuff today. See what cards you get from me, and then do Reverend Tiffany. She'll want that. I love it. Leo the Lion.
Yeah, but you know what? It's called a higher calling. Hello.
I love that.
And you have within you the courage you need. Let go of the past. Reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side.
I love that.
Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. Your tribe. Do you love it, Jimmy? And I love that. I also got this one, which is really good, which you are. It's the visionary card.
Oh, and they're giraffes. That's because they're so high up and can see over everybody, right?
It says, rise above earthly matters and glide through life with grace. You're able to see the right path. Stand tall in your self-worth and love with a big heart. Is that you or what?
I love that. That's fabulous. I always come up with the card, the Hermit, too, the way shower, where he's holding the lantern. That's really my card. So that's funny.
Yeah.
So, kind of hermitish and holding the lantern. Go figure. But the Leo thing is on point, so that's for sure. I got a new shiny kitten, and my girl is out looking at and sending me pictures of more kitty cats today. Good Lord. So there you go. That's Leo for you.
Oh boy.
Isn't that funny?
You're going to get more cats?
Well, we'll see. We might get Lily a little friend. It would be called Tiger. So you'll have Tiger.
Oh, okay.
Tiger Lily.
Tiger Lily.
Well,
that's
funny?
good.
Yeah. And of course, you know what happens if you get 2 or more cats, and they just play.
Right.
We're all humans, so we'll see.
Right.
Anything else come up for you, Joanne? Oh, Linnell is writing back in. Here we go. Okay, Florida humans. What city should I look at holding our retreat with the Goldylocks crew? Well, that's funny. Well, if you'll let us know what city you're talking about and what state you're talking about, we will gladly help you out on that. That's something. All right. I think we just lost Joanne. She was concerned about me being wavy, but I'm pretty sure it was her. There we go. There you go. You're there, Joanne. I love it.
And the Wi-Fi, everybody, is working from home around here. Oh my God. And so the Wi-Fi gets overloaded. I mean, even when we're watching shows, it's like spinning and all that stuff. It's like crazy.
Wow. There you go. Well, we're happy to talk to you, honey, and just at least hash it out a little bit.
I think what a lot of people need to know about the soul thing, we're going to go through this year, and next year is all going to be about returning to human nature and humanity. That is going to be the focus. And all this upheaval has really caused a lot of people to see what's heinous or what's really unacceptable. A lot of times we get busy with our lives and we just merely go along. But now so many things have happened in situations this last year that have not been considered our norm, so to speak. But it's bringing us back to loving one another, being kind, being neighborly, being more understanding. I think that certainly is going to be in the forefront for next year, which is going to be a universal 5 years. So, I say buckle up, because there's going to be some positive changes, but a lot of people are going to have a hard time with change. That's what happens. You can either roll with it or you can resist it, one of the two.
There you go. Yeah, and she wrote in, she's talking about Goldylocks Productions Retreat, Sarasota, Tampa. Tampa tests stronger than Sarasota. Couldn't tell you why. I'm pretty neutral on all of it. Any other city that tests strong. I'm surprised Clearwater doesn't test strong, but Tampa does. So maybe that's for people that are gonna, including yourself, they're our producer fly-in. So that may be why too. If it's Tampa area, it might be more kind of centralized, and everybody has to get in the car to go there. So it tests strong for Tampa. I don't even get any other outside the Tampa Bay area. Test week for everything outside of the Tampa Bay area. St. Pete, Clearwater, they all test week. Anything in Pinellas, Pasco, Hillsborough, Manatee, Sarasota County. It's only Hillsborough County. So there you go. Yeah, so anywhere in Tampa. She's talking about doing a retreat for all of us. People are on the show, Carolyn Carey and myself and all the folks that have shows. So perfect. Yeah. So look at Tampa. That test strong. Art is next. Hey, Art, how are you? Art texted me this morning. I am in the flow. August 27 of 46. That's 8/27, Joanne.
Right. I got it. Okay. So that's a fact. But the pinnacle that he's going in right now is really good as far as I don't know if he's investing or moving things around, but I definitely think that he needs to weigh that out. Also a power, it's definitely a power year. It's about making, good for me, not good for me, healthy for me, not healthy for me choices. I think this summer, I don't know if Art went through some issues with tests and things like that, whether they've been physical or whether they've been emotional. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. So I always try to say, what have you learned from that experience? It's either a lesson or a blessing. Okay, people, places, and things. So I definitely feel that he's in a very powerful cycle right now. Also, too, art is really kind of the best dichotomy when you think about it, because he's got that A there, which makes him very smart, very strong, innovative. But he's also very sensitive, and a lot of people never really get how deep he really runs, because all they see is this strong guy, the smart, strong guy.
That's true.
But he has to be able to express himself and not hold these emotions so much to himself, because it does cause issues. It's like the stack up thing. Something happens, you put it over here, and you don't want the drama. Well, sooner or later, it just gets overwhelming. It's like, what is that game, Jenga, where things fall over?
Pull that one little log and it all falls over, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I feel like, Art, that emotionally, within people, places, and things, especially emotions, that you must not just always put a lid on your feelings, and work with that I statement would be really good for you. Really, really good for you.
Got it. Yeah, and he's a great healer in his own right, taking a lot of courses, including mine. So he's a sharp cookie, is what my mother would say. I love it. So good for you, Art. Yeah, and that runs August 27 through August 27. So when Joanne's referring to the year, she's really talking about your birth date year till the next birth date year, more so than 2020. So keep that in mind as well, Art. That makes a lot of sense. So very cool.
And I look at it both ways too, Jim. When I do their charts, I look at it from the beginning of the year, and I also do it birthday to birthday, because it comes up with two different numbers.
True. Very cool. Love it. All right. Anything else come up, Joanne?
Well, what I'm finding is that numerology is going to be the hot diggity, dog diggity, as far as predictions and how they're doing a lot of these different shows. I'm noticing, or people calling me. Some of my clients have been telling me that, well, you've been on the forefront of this numerology, but boy, that's all I've been seeing with things coming up where they're looking at forecasting with their, and it's really, these are unique because it's your name, your birthday. And, I could do a full chart with the name that's on the birth certificate and the birth date, you get a whole different perspective, because it's your blueprint. You designed it because it's life to life. You live one life, you go up to heaven, you work on yourself, and you say, when I'm ready to go back down there, you choose your mother and your father, your siblings, your school, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your work situation, your school situations. Everything is all predestined on your blueprint. My job is just to interpret it. And what are your karmic lessons? That is profound when you can find out what your karmic lessons are, because you designed it.
Love it. Alyssa is next. Hi, Alyssa. 09-08 1994. So she is September 8th. Hello, new here. All right, well, you're welcome to join us, honey. I would absolutely love to know what's going to happen with my relationship. Is he my forever? Oh, boy. Thank you in advance. If anyone comes through for me, I'd love a message. I don't know that he's your forever, but we'll see, right? So he could at least be the Mr. Right Now.
Well, here's what I say. And I'm known as a straight shooter reader. I don't really kind of dance around the park. But, honey, if you haven't done your non-negotiable list here, okay, instead of just, we have chemistry, or I'm attracted to this person, and we have fun, and we've gone to the fair and the circus and whatever,
right.
Okay, that's all great. But I'm talking about, really a hand, because there's power from your hand to your brain. You have to have a non-negotiable list. And to give you an example, the first thing on my non-negotiable list, if they're an alcoholic or a druggie or even rehabbed, I'm not going to enter that because they're looking for a mommy. No, I'm not doing that. And it has to be somebody who's honest and fair and who's career driven and family oriented, all written. Okay. It has to be somebody who's an excellent communicator, because I'm not going to sit across the table and wonder, what are they like? What's their favorite color? What are their goals? And have to pull the information out. I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be somebody who I can respect, who I can communicate.
And then it's organic.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. And that we can agree to disagree. You see, that's what I think makes a healthy relationship. We don't all think alike. We don't all have the same opinion. And when we can understand that, geez, I hear what you're saying, I'm just not on that page. That's my response that I teach. I hear you. I'm not here to sell anybody my opinion. But, do your homework, or, to thy own self be true is what I have to say to you, Alyssa. Mm-hmm. And, just don't be topical. I feel like this is a topical relationship. So here's the thing. Jimmy's heard me say it a million times. Do you have trust? Is there mutual respect? Respect for yourself and respect for the other person, and clear, and communication. Those are the three most important cornerstones that I can tell you, that you can go through all kinds of storms together. But if you don't have those three things, you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Appreciate it. Thanks, Joanne. Yeah, it tests weak for what it's worth. When she says even superficial, it tests really strong to superficial. So try not to white picket fence everything, and just enjoy for right now. I have a movie producer client, and he always says, can't wait to make sweet love by the fireside. So that's his joke. Jeremy Ryden would like that. And so the point is, enjoy it. You don't have to marry them all. And, you look young from your pictures, so have fun. And, stop wondering where the relationship is going at all times.
People sometimes identify that if they have a relationship, they're A-okay, but they lost their power. You see, you can't give up your power to be in a relationship.
That's true, too. Yeah. So boundaries, all about that as well. Mm-hmm. I love it. Thank you so much, Joanne. Hey, Reverend Tiffany, would you like for Joanne to pull cards on you? Okay, Queen G is next. Never mind. We're going to do Queen G. Hey, Bo, do you have any guidance from my podcast? Wow, what's your date of birth there, Queen G?
Yeah.
Podcast. If you gave me ideas on what you wanted to do on it, choice A, B, or C, we could certainly figure it out for you. Yeah.
But that's not the name on her birth certificate. My spirit guide told me.
Queen G? Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. So whatever your date of birth is would help out there, Queen G. So guys, your podcast, that's really open-ended. I mean, that's endless. So if you tell me you want to do all about the history of jazz podcast, or you're trying to decide on doing the history of Chicago or whatever, then I can tell you what would test strongest for you and what might be the most successful. She's July 23rd, 1987. It will be about spirituality. Okay, well, that's strong. 23rd of July, 1987. So if it's about spirituality, you might want to.
Well, the most important thing is I think.
But there you go.
I think she's a deep thinker, but I think she can procrastinate. I definitely think she has sizzle in her personality. There's no question about that. But scattered energy. You need to you get too many different ideas and too many different directions here. I think you need to really whiteboard it and make your A, B's, and C's. She's
talking about spirituality, law of attraction, self-development. Of those three, just so you know, they're Queen G, self-development test stronger. So that probably needs to be in your title. It could be Queen G's self-development, podcast or something like that. Just saying, those are options for you.
Well, definitely in self-development, which, being a life coach myself, everybody really wants to improve upon themselves, or my job's the soul. So, but, I get self-development as well.
Good. All right, there you go, Queen G. Good luck with that. We've been doing it a long time, so to hop into it now, up to you. Reach out to Goldylocks Productions too. You'd probably be better off having Reverend Tiffany White, Sage Woman, producing your whole podcast, just saying. And it's very reasonable and super efficient. So consider that too. I love it. Joanne, anything else?
Yes.
Before my father used to said to me at my wedding reception, there was hundreds of people there, an open bar, and everybody was dancing and carrying on. And he said, all right, Jimmy, it's time to wind this thing down. Wind this thing down.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, there's a game on. I said, Dad, you can go see the game, but we're not breaking up the wedding reception party because you have to go see the game. Psychic Joanne Leo. I love it. There it is. What is that card? That's cool. Dolphins.
Right. Play.
Play. We all need more play. I tell everybody I want to be entertained. Entertain us more. Gosh, consider that too.
Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Which is
I love that.
And
well,
dive it. I love this one because I share this a lot in my my readings. Dive into your wisdom and go with the flow.
Go with the flow. You better believe the dolphins go with the flow. I love that. Joanne, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Folks, if you go to my website or sign up for the newsletter, especially the new girl, it was on there, go there and you can sign up for our weekly newsletter. All you do is put in your first name and your email address, and that comes out every week. It's all free. There's affirmations in there, audio, video, all kinds of things. And you can also go to the JimmyMackHealingShow.com, and you can see probably 5, 6, 7 years of shows. And this will be up there amongst them as well. So if you want to rehear something today and you were on the show at minute 32 or something, then that's the way to rehear the message from Spirit and from Joanne. Always a pleasure. Thank you, my love. Keep it posted. An amazing show. Thank you for all the viewers. Many blessings to each of you, and you as well, Reverend Tiffany White, Sage Woman. I guarantee we wouldn't do it without you.
That's so true.
We love you. We appreciate it. We know what goes into it. So thank you. All right, everybody. That's it for today.
God bless.
God bless. Join us here each week, 4 p.m. Eastern. Also, if you want some more free readings and healings, again, tonight, 8 p.m. On this same very channel is Reverend Jeremy Ryden. He's outstanding. And I will be on Patty Malick's show this Thursday at 4 p.m. And that's the Soul Talk show. So it's very well known worldwide, and join us for that as well. Again, all free. We're here to help you, contribute to you. I want to wish everybody the best. The rest of your life will be the best of your life. And remember to make progress every day. Thanks, everybody. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP patron. Receive exclusive access to live stream special and other epic perks. Join the Goldylocks Productions VIP community today.